Won't you take me home? Give me wings to fly. We can run away. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly?
I will show you around in a few minutes after I've had my shower and dried off a little bit. But let's put this down here so you can see what's going to happen. I mean, I'm going to have my clothes on, so don't worry. See it there, I think. Back a little bit more. Yeah. Right. Towel ready, air guard for after, and basically just leave everything on. It's pretty easy. Warm. That's better. Wet everything down and stay cool for hours. I finished riding for today, so no need to really do my shorts, but just give yourself a rinse off, you know. Cool the core down. Oh. That's so refreshing. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, lovely. Holy shit. This is the same thing that I do when I am riding on a really hot day. I try not to carry too much water with me because it's extra weight, but you wet your whole clothes down and you just ride. You stay cool for quite a while. Depends how windy it is, really. If it's really windy, you dry off pretty quick within about 15-20 minutes, but if there's no wind, you stay cool for about an hour, sometimes 2 hours, before you need to do it again. Bloody lovely. Okay guys, I'm going to take you for a walk around here. This is the first time I've ever been here. I've driven past, driven and ridden past it a few times when I was in my motorhome, but I never came down here. But it was Bazza from Western Port Harbour Caravan Park that told me about this place. And he said, yeah, on your way to Stony Point, check out some of these little offshoot little places that go down to the water. Man, I'm so glad I listened to you, Bazza, because this place is banging, baby. Damn, I'll show you the toilet block. There's a barbecue and everything back there. The road getting in here is a little bit bumpy for me and a little bit steep. I'm not sure how I'm going to go getting out of here, but we will see, because it's gravel and the back drive wheel slips. Anyway, there's lots of little places, little hidden away nooks where I could possibly park up for the night, but the issue is I've been through some of these areas here and they're not real level. I mean, I could, rectify that. I could just chock up the two wheels on the side that are inclined or declined or whatever bloody terminology you need for that. I would do that. But over here I've got a table. I can do all sorts of funky shit over there. There's the rig. I'll take you back over there in a minute. Here's another little table here with me vape there. And over here is a Costco shipping. Costco shipping. I'll zoom you in, let you have a look. Hopefully it's quality is alright. In the zoom, sometimes the zoom on this just really does not do it justice. Anyway, it's quite a sizable pier. I'm assuming that there is more than just like maybe there's a BH Blue Scope Steels here, so maybe that's a gas line there or something. Maybe that's a gas ship there, or I don't know, Costco shipping. I thought that would be a goods ship, yeah, for Costco, but there you go. Anyway, I'm not far from Stony Point. You can actually see it up through underneath that tree hang there. There's the two tugboats up there. I'm about, would you call it maybe 4k away, something like that. It's not much. And there is a bike track, a shore bike track that goes up through there. I went for a bit of a walk up there. Unfortunately, it's probably not a great place for me to camp out, because I couldn't actually see anywhere where I could do a 3-point turn if it turned into like a chicane situation up ahead or something that I couldn't get through in the rig. I only went up about 100 meters. I just couldn't see anywhere where I could do a 3-point turn to get back out. So, and I love a park bench, mate, far out. So that's what I'm going to do. Without any further ado, yeah, Western Port Bay beaches are not nice, guys, compared to Port Phillip Bay, but I love water and camping out next to it. Oh, by the way, no camping here, which says to me, please camp here as often as you like. Well, I will. Thank you very much for recommending that to me with your little signage at the front. Very, very hospitable of you. All right. I'll show you in a minute how I got through here. It wasn't difficult. So there is 1, 2 and 3 park benches here, and that one down there, that makes 4. Now I'm just set up here, just have a quick vape. Bloody hell, I just realised I've still got it on Zoom. That's no good. Okay, so there are 4 park benches here. 1, 2, 3, and the one back there. And then I'm going to try and get a still shot here for a thumbnail. No, that's not a great angle, and I've got the sun that side. I want to get that park bench in there. Bloody hell, mate. Let's try there. No, need that sun behind us. It's just going to look too funky, washed out and funky. Yes. I'm going to try it over this way then. Yeah, maybe later when the sun's not so bright we'll get a better shot. It'd be great to get that foreshore back in the background. Oh yeah, it's perfect. I'll get a decent thumb shot of that thumbnail, and then maybe a little bit of an angly dangly thing there. Yeah, anyway. Alright, here is the barbecue, which I must admit is one of the cleanest barbecues I have seen in quite a while. So obviously the people in this area look after their stuff. Look at that. I don't know if you see that, guys. That's one of the cleanest ones I've ever seen. This tap over here has the power of Niagara. Yes. I've got a cup of cordial from there before, and the cordial just went everywhere. Very nice toilets, unisex, the tap there, dunny, toilet roll, soap dispenser. There's 2 of them, and they're in pretty good nick. Now over here is where I got going through, and the road in was a bit bumpy, and the road out, and a bit of a decline, and the road out's got a bit of an incline on it, which is up there. I came down this one here, and I've got an exit stage left up through there, and there's a bit of a, yes, I mean, on a normal bike you wouldn't think nothing of it, but mate, I got 500 kilos of tech and fatness, so I came in through here, just went straight down. But before I do things like that, I get off the bike and I do a bit of a reconnoitre around the place, and I try and find, oh, that looks good, but how do I get in there, sort of thing. All that sort of exciting stuff. Alright, rest time. Zoom in. Damn, I wish I got that footage of him coming in. That would have been awesome. Oh, I think he's going to take off. Shit hot. Here we go. Get him on the way back when he lands, because he comes so close to that pier over there. I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see what I'm looking at. This screen is super bloody small. Oh, he's coming right over. Oh, hey. Woot, woot. Yo, buddy, awesome! Man, yeah, rockin'! So, a bit of a quick update, guys. I mentioned previously I was getting a lot of flat tyres because of the weight of that air tent, the Zempire Roadie 4 Pro, I think it's called. Not a cheap tent. I think it was $700 or $800 or something. And I bought it because I knew that down the track my son would be with me, and the deal is with my son, when he stays with me, pardon me, I'm drinking some Coke, pardon me, that I stay in a caravan park with him. That is one of the main reason I bought the air tent. And I bought that even before I had the rig, for the reason being that for a while I was having it attached to the side of my Toyota Hiace motorhome. The issue with that tent is that it does have a flap that connects. It's supposed to be higher than the rest of the tent, but unfortunately with the rig, the rig just is not high enough to complete the tautness of that other flap, so all the rain just comes down and goes off it, and we've had some little bit of leakiness problems in there. Anyway, it was weighed way too much. It was an extra 20 plus kilos in the rig, and as a result of that, I am running 20-inch Schwalbe Big Apple balloon tires, and inside those they have the Kevlar anti-thorn or anti-puncture technology in there, and this particular back left wheel on the trailer that I was getting all the punctures with was, I was just trying to trace it back, and the tread on the thing looked good. It didn't look that old at all, worn down. And I didn't think it was that. So, nearly 10 punctures later, and I'm doing my head in because some of these punctures are on blind spots and they're no shoulder, and I'm freaking out, and everyone's getting upset, and and rightly so. Anyway, in the end, I just put the spare tyre, the Schwalbe spare tyre that I had on there, and I haven't had a problem since. Plus, I also biffed the bloody, not biffed it, but I don't use that Zempire air tent anymore. I purchased a little 4-man tent from Anaconda. It's only a cheap one. You get club prices. I think it was meant to be $100 and something, $199 or something. Club price was $79. One of the zips already gone on that. I will show you tomorrow. I will show you around Stony Point Caravan Park. The only reason I did not show you last weekend, I was there with my son. I took no footage of it because the weather was woeful, and there was almost like gale force winds coming through there, and the tent was almost flying away, even though I parked the rig up next to it. And then there was the concern that, I've got the rig so close to the tent, what if a gust comes through and knocks it over and we're in the tent, and all this nonsense going on. So I just didn't do any taping at all, any filming, sorry. My son Joonai and me were supposed to go to Cows at Phillip Island and catch up with Trev Man for fish and chips on the beach. We couldn't do that either because the weather was woeful and the ferries were cancelled. The weather this weekend is absolutely gobsmackingly beautiful, as you've just seen. Today, the date is Thursday. Hang on, come on, where are you? Thursday, the 9th of February, and the time is 5 minutes past 4 in the afternoon. And we'll be staying at Stony Point. Tomorrow I go there and set everything up, and then I go on the train or the bus, whatever it is. They're doing works on the line at the moment. Sometimes you can get the train, other times you have to get the bus. So I'll pick him up from school and bring him back. And then Saturday we're going to Cows at Phillip Island. We're catching the ferry across. We're going to catch up with Trev Man for fish and chips on the beach, won't we, Trev Man? Oh yes, you'll be seeing a bit of that. The old Trev Man, you've heard him. The tactician stratagem man, that's him. Oh yes, good friend of mine. We go way back, me and the Trev Man. And it'll be awesome to catch up with him. He's not met Joonai before, and it's going to be a real treat to see him. So I'm going to rate this caravan park even before I've stayed here one night. I may re-rate it tomorrow. I'm judging, I'm guesstimating, and I hope I'm not going to make an ass out of me by assuming that because of that barbecue is in such good nick, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the douchebag element here is at a very low level. Very low level, as low as my level of douchebaggery, which on a scale of 1 to 10 is probably about a 2 or a 3, depending on how many bourbons I've had. Anyway, you need not worry, folks. You folks in this area need not worry. I clean up after myself. If you don't have a bin here to put my rubbish in, I will take my rubbish with me. There's no loud music with me. I try and I do keep my swearing. I don't swear at all when there are kids around, so I do swear on the videos a bit though. Sorry about that. So I'm going to rate this 9 out of 10 for location, and just that everything is here. Toilet, barbecue, fresh water, park benches, scenery. I know there's a massive ship there, but that's not something that I see every day, so I'm really sort of pretty tickled about that. I think I'm pretty stoked actually that and hopefully this might become one of my favourite spots to come. I may not be as openly, blatantly glamping, or I hate the word camping and glamping. This is not camping to me. I live in this rig full time. This is my home, and I understand that the government think that they own the land and that they're doing this and doing that, and people pay money, good money, to live in areas, and they don't like the gypsy transient types coming through and ruining up their cosmopolitan vista. Well, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, it really behooves me that the government have a cheek to put people into authoritative power and say yes and no to certain people. Well, that may work for the weekend commando guys, but your sign saying no camping here, tell me that I can camp here as often as I like. Oh yes, and I bloody well will too, don't you worry about that. And yeah, sorry, not sorry. I really don't care. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. All right. Got some kayakers down here, guys. And that other noise you hear is a speedboat with something on the back of it, a floating thing that they're fanging around people on. These guys belong to a club, kayaking club. I just having a chat to them a moment ago. Interesting bunch of chaps. Some of them kayak over to Tasmania, mate. It's incredible. One chap's done it 6 times. That big ship that was there before, the Costco thing, is gone. And now you won't be able to see it, but right down where those heads are, there is some kind of do you call it? A tourist ship, a Fair Star, the fun ship, a love boat kind of a cruise ship. That's the word I was looking for. Bloody hell. You won't be able to see it, but it's miles down there. It looks like it's around about the Flinders area, which is surprising because there's nowhere for that to moor up. I met these guys, a lovely bunch of guys, very interested in my rig and asked a lot of questions. Very happy to talk to them about that. You never know who you're going to meet, you know. Off they go. We'll get some more footage of them in a minute. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, the something of February, the 11th of Feb, and the time is 8:40 a.m. in the morning. Just wanted to show you the new tent. Had to get rid of the bigger tent. Well, when I say get rid of it, I've still got it, but it weighs so much that it was giving me a bunch of flat tires. So I bought this one, which is only 6 kilos compared to the other one, which was 20 plus kilos. So it's a 4-man tent. Got it from Anaconda for $79, and it does the job. It's a bit sort of junky, but for now it'll do. But I am going to get another one. There's a little samurai. Say hello.
Hello.
Where are we going in a minute?
To the ferry.
To go where?
For the pirates.
Yes, and we're going to go and see Daddy's friend. His name is Trev Man. Yes. This is sort of how it looks, but the sun's behind, so you won't get a good look. I'll come back and do some more filming later. But we're down here at Stony Point, and there's the public amenities over there. I'll show you around a bit later. Camp kitchen through there, semi-enclosed, pretty nice. It's a really nice park, actually. I believe that they've done some refurbishments. All right. See you soon enough. Stay up here, buddy, please.
What is it?
How are you? It's good. Can you stay away from there, please? Over here a little bit, maybe? They're docking. I think so. We'll see. This'll do. That's French Island over there. Daddy used to go camping and hunting a lot there when he was a teenager. Beautiful.
I didn't know you can see French Island from over there.
Oh yeah. There's Tortoise Head. Phillip Island's sort of up and around a little bit.
Is the apple Lucy somewhere?
Fanny.